Welcome back to the dripping pan for this Isthmian Premier League fixture between Lewes and Potters Bar Town. This about 2 weeks ago now, signing a new contract, having joined on loan initially, but there's a chance that Salmon has to deal with, and Salmon hasn't dealt with. We were just talking about the number 20, and he could not get his head on the ball, and the visitors have a shock lead early on. The first attack of any real note in the game. It was a good cross to the back post, which had Salmon caught out very nicely, but a great start from the visitors and a strong tackle again from the captain. And it's a long-range effort the Lewes carry will just calmly pick up. But Lewes now with their own chance to attack. It's down the line to Colser, the number 3. Set back to Maloney. That's beautiful football, and he's blazed it over the bar. Comes all the way back to Ariane Tajbakhsh, and his ball is loose, and Iffy Allen standing up his man tries to go past him, and it's just about dealt with by the number 6 Kieran Kathleen. Colser battling with Bochi, who keeps it in play brilliantly well. He's almost gets it back off Salmon, but that's a strong tackle, clearly getting the ball, but they pick it up again, and that's a brilliant ball for De Warricker, and what a block from the captain Nelson. Nelson already back on his feet, has to deal with this corner. Short, and a nice flick on. It's a nice routine. Doesn't quite fall for De Warricker. That's a lovely bit of skill, and what a goal! De Warricker has lit this game up so far. The visitors have played some brilliant football, and that was one from the training ground, but he still had a lot to do on that finish. It wasn't just a brilliant finish, it was a delightful bit of skill before the strike. De Warricker out to take this, right footed to the back post, and it's another header from Bochi. Those set pieces working really well. It's a lovely touch by Bochi, and another chance for Aaron Sibia to run at Salmon. He's got Bochi on his left, he's gone in on his left, and he just didn't get the required curl on that shot. Towards a Salmon, it's dropped, and Bochi is in. Salmon has a lot to do here. Bochi's got a man on his right, he's found him. Nelson is back to cover, but he can't stop the shot and he can't stop the goal. It is the perfect half. It is 3-0 to Potters Bar Town. What a half they've had. They now lead 3-0. Isan has made it 3-4. Nelson again with a brilliant ball out to a wide man. Allen back to class, that's better from Lewes. It's a good strike, similar position to his goal against Carshalton. And the fast ball, can they pull off a brilliant comeback and just light up this pan, which has been quite cold at the moment. And Tom Colser going forward back to Maloney, and they've scored! Minutes into the second half. Just to the script Tony Russell would have written at half time. The Rooks have their goal. Taylor Maloney, who had a really difficult first half. Livings. Bochi away from Nelson. Is this the sucker punch from the visitors? It's low, and it was powerful, and it was well stopped by Lewes Carey. Just Lewes on the attack at the moment, and Allen goes past Sharman and cuts back to his left, and he just slowed it down after doing so well. And now Sharman can get back at him, and it's an awful clearance that falls for Pritchard in the box, driven low at the keeper and cleared to Galella, who goes down. Lovely ball from him into Tanner, up against the substitute Dixon, and Ollie Tanner can go round him, and I think Ollie Tanner may have kicked out at his man afterwards. It will be the result of this for Lewes. It is a red card for Ollie Tanner and a number of bookings. Allen running down the line, should keep this in, up against Sharman. Iffy Allen, the number 17, driving past him and cutting back a couple of times before delivering. Taylor Maloney sliding in, gets a semi-shot away, but not enough power. Up to play. The captain Colser on the left. Shoulder barge down by Dixon, who's not a favourite here at all now. And Joe Taylor scores, but he's offside. Maloney Spreads the play delightfully out here now to Galella. Up against Sharman. Trying to go around him, and he's done brilliantly to cut it back. And a slide tackle in from that man Dixon with no number on his back now. Lewes will play on. Carey bowling it out to Allen. And he gives it inside to Pritchard. Allen's gone again. And he's got it back. Iffy Allen in the box. And brilliantly defended by the number 6, Kieran Kathleen. Be a consolation with the current state of play. Sassy running at Dinesh Galella for the first time. Gives it into Bochi. That's a nice ball back to Sassy. The flag stays down. And the substitute can only fire it into the legs of Lewis Carey. Just Pritchard. Luckily, Dixon was able to avoid it. And Sassy looks for that switch. That's a great ball. Over to Issam on the other side. And that is game over. It's Samson Isan, the number 10. He has put this game to bed. It always felt like it was a bit too much for Lewes to do when they went down to 10 men. And when that goal came, it would have been game over, and that goal has come. Sibia, he's in a quiet second half, particularly compared to the first. And here he is now. He's got Pascal down the right, and Isan is on the cutback, but Bochi takes it instead. And the number 9, Bochi, gets his goal. Isan was on a hat-trick, and he probably wanted it, but Bochi took the ball and finished it himself. It's well and truly game over now for Lewes, and you can see what it means to the visitors. They really ended Lewis's hopes, and the 2 goals since then have only added to that. And Isan now wanting the hat-trick, trying to get away from Salmon, and he stings the palms of Lewis Carey, but he holds it well for the Rooks over this set piece. It's a decent effort. It just touches the top of the net as it goes over, but give it off to Galella, but he fakes inside, and he does now find Galella with time to look up and deliver. His cross is very loopy, and Maloney can get in, and he just jumped a little bit too early and forced to go back, and he's given it away. And it's Bochi with the strike, and Carey gets down well. This right-footed delivery towards the middle of the box, and Kathleen booming header away, and Iffy Allen with a decent volley, never really threatening. He connected, which is away at Powers and Pitsea. Not an easy trip. Will be interesting to see how that goes, but Maloney looking for that second finds Allen, and his cross can only find Alfie Young, who has slotted in at centre half since that injury. Speeding the clock down now, and there is the full-time whistle. A brilliant result for Potters Bar Town, who win 5-1 here at the Dripping Pan. Massive performance, massive result for them, and a very disappointing result for the men's side here at Lewes.